Hello, I'm Christina with The Turned Leg. I love to salvage, repurpose, and create and help others to do the same. I wasn't even planning on making a thrift video. You see, the thrift stores in my neighborhood have not been good. There has not been hardly anything on the shelves, and you can't make a thrift video and say, hey, there's nothing there, and then show nothing at the thrift haul. Luckily, the other night, my daughter and I went thrifting, and I brought my camera just in case. Wait till you see what I found. Now, all of the thrift stores are located near my booth at Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park, and I will put all of the names of all the stores I visited and their addresses down in the description box below. Let's take a look at what I found. Our first stop was the Value World in Southgate, and it is right down the street from Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall. My daughter was the one who insisted on going thrifting that evening, and I'm so happy she did. The minute we walked in, I could see the change, and that was there were lots of items. Things seemed totally restocked, no more bare shelves. Easter was around the corner, but there were still a lot of cool Easter items to be found. Stay tuned to the end of this video to find out what items I brought home. Are you enjoying this video? If so, take a second, click the like button and subscribe to my channel. Also, click the bell for notifications every time I upload a new video. It really helps me to continue to grow my channel to help others to salvage, repurpose, and create. And some pretty nice baskets, although I was a bit discouraged by the price. But the real surprise was in the home goods section. There were tons of items. I was thrilled. There was also a ton of milk glass, and I'm pleased to say not all the prices were extremely high. It had been so long since my thrift stores had had so much inventory, and I actually had to slow myself down and remember how to search through all the items and thrift again. My daughter got excited to find this item. At first, she thought it was a small milk pitcher. But as we continued looking, we soon found his friend. It was a creamer and sugar pear. Do you help reunite lost items at the thrift store? If so, comment down below. But there were still some high prices at the thrift store. Even the linens had a ton of items and some nice treasures like these that were 80 cents each. Even the kids section was overflowing, and the section I like to check are the bags. You never know what you'll find here. Since the houseware section was so stacked, I actually ended up going through twice. And that was good because I had missed a lot of things. I guess I was a bit out of practice. And I wish we could have found the sugar container for this cute little creamer. Do you know what this is? It is an Avon aftershave container. How cute is that? And mixed in with a lot of the treasures were still some pricey items. I loved these little booties from Japan, but the price was just too high. Same story with this adorable box. I wasn't gonna pay $15. Good to know there are still things at the thrift store that I can never figure out. What do you think this item is? I just want to mention, in case home goods are not your things, that this store also was stocked with clothing and purses. Since we had had so much good luck, we decided to hit another thrift store. This time it was the Salvation Army that is located right in the same complex by Plaza Antiques and Collectibles Mall in Lincoln Park. The furniture section was the only section that was not as well stocked. So I headed to books and media, and there were some interesting albums. But I was most thrilled with the home goods because they were stocked. So many items, I once again had to slow myself down and remember how to thrift. And every once in a while, something surprises me, like this piece with all the crackle on it. I thought for sure it was old, but boy was I fooled. See the Big Lot sticker on the bottom? And with all the extra inventory, there was a lot of extra unusual things, like this doll I felt was a little scary, and, in case you need it, the magic elixir. And prices here seemed a little lower too, which was great to see. What a pretty dish for only $4.99. And this piece for only $3.99. Unfortunately, it had a big chip. I loved this piece, but the handle had so much wear on it I passed. My daughter found all of these cows located throughout the home goods section and reunited them. I was amazed to discover restaurant wear throughout the store. Unfortunately, all of the items were all by themselves and there were no matches, but I've never seen restaurant wear at this location. The things you spot at the thrift store. Since we had had so much good luck the night before, I decided the next day to head out to the Steppe thrift store in Dearborn Heights. The Steppe thrift store provides employment for people with disabilities, and it is a wonderful store to go to and support. I was also pleased to see so much inventory. And check out the details on this rocking chair. One of the places I always like to check are these bins. These are the sorting bins that are brought out, and then the items are put on shelves. Do you see the treasures hiding in this storage bin? They also had a bunch of these older coffee pots. I think they were from restaurants a long time ago. They really had a cool vintage vibe. I got really excited to find this child's plate depression glass. Unfortunately, it had a huge chip. This thrift store also has bags, but they're a bit more eclectic than just toys. You can find Easter eggs, doorknobs, donuts, and even Pokemon Pokeballs. My shopping cart was quite filled, but on my way out, I saw one last item I had to get. Let's check out all of the treasures that I found. I had so many items from my thrift haul, they wouldn't all fit on the same table. So the first item is a Panasonic radio that I found that works great. It was $8.99. I am always looking for display items for my booth. The wooden piece was $4.99 and the wire tiered basket was only $2.99. And the wooden corbels I found on my way out the door were 2 for 99 cents each. I also found a lot of really cute vintage kitchenware items. The salt and pepper shakers were $1.91. The egg separator was 50 cents. The rooster salt and pepper shakers in the cute little basket were located all over the thrift store, and my daughter and I had to hunt to find them all and put them back together. They were $4.94 for all. I also found all of these spice containers, and although they didn't have a price on them, I took them up to the front and was able to get them all for $2.92. The bunny and the parakeet dish were both $2.99 each. I really liked the relish dish that I found and reminded me of an English container. It was $2.92. The brass candelabra and the black lamp with the white shade were both $4.99 each. The best part about this whole thrift haul, I think, were all the copper items. I was shocked there were so many at one place, and although I debated initially, I scooped them all up. There were 13 of the molds with various different things on them, and the prices were $1.99 to $3.99. The small colander was $4.99 and the large was $5.99. It's a great idea if you find a whole bunch of the same things to scoop them up, especially if you're putting them in an antique booth, because your display will look much more cohesive. If you haven't been to your local thrift store in a while, maybe it's time to take a second look. Although most of the prices are still a little higher than I would like, the stores are packed, and that's good news. Now get out there to salvage, repurpose, and create.